Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. We're happy to be here with you today to speak Ojibwe and learn about the language and culture.
Everybody, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture.
Okay, hey, BOOZHOO, and welcome back to the show. Just thought I'd come out of here first and put out a little tobacco. You know, say a little prayer before we get started. I sometimes need help from the Creator. Help me to know what to say and to speak well. So I have a little asema, a little tobacco. I'm going to say, Gitche Manado, Great Spirit. Odapanan niwi asema, accept my tobacco. Gitche Manado, Dagawi dukawishin, ando minowe nongum. Great Spirit, please help me to speak well today. Miigwech ka iji kakina gegu, ka iji chikean nungum. Thank you for everything that you do today. Miigwech for this Mikawadazi Gijagad for this beautiful day. Mikawadazi Nano Gijagad for this beautiful 5th day, Monday. Or Friday. Monday. I don't even know what day of the week it is. Miigwech ka iji bamadazi yan gitchumanaru. Thank you for my life, Great Spirit. Dush. Miigwech bizan dawi yeg. And thank you for listening. Ape enge. Amen. Country roads, take me home to the place where I belong. Northern Minnesota, Cabacona. Take me home down country roads. I guess I'll go back.
Hello, BOOZHOO.
Hi, sweetie.
Well, hi, NANABOOZHOO. Are you ready to come home?
Yeah, can you teleport me back?
Okay, hang on. Just gonna lock in on your coordinates.
All right.
And that's 1 to teleport.
Make it so, number 1.
Okay. Hey there, baby doll.
Well, hi, Natasha.
How are you?
Not too bad.
Did you put out a little tobacco and say a prayer?
Yeah, I just said a short one.
Okay. You ready to get started?
Sure. Hey, everybody. This is Natasha, the lovely and talented co-host of BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. Ikadon BOOZHOO Winnie Mushane. Say hello, sweetheart.
Hello, sweetheart. Nah.
And over here we have Michael Lyons, the rock star cartoonist. Ikadon BOOZHOO Niji. Say hello, brother. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. And, yeah. Oh, we got a whole bunch of great stuff planned for today, huh, sweetie?
We sure do.
Today is Nanogija good. It's the 5th day, sweetie.
It's Friday. Hey, Diane's here.
Oh, really? Well, bonjour, Diane. What's going on? Diane's here. Gwen Carly's here. Sequoia Hummingbird. Bonjour, ladies.
Hey there, all the single ladies. All the single ladies.
I hate that song.
I hate that song too, actually.
And Heavy Flow is here. Bonjour, Mino Giga Jeb. Good, hello, good morning. Heavy Flow.
Good morning, Heavy Flow.
And Named Wild is here. Good morning from the wild north. Oh, Named Wild is from the wild north, sweetie. Goo, 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 goo. Goo, 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 goo.
Take off to the great white north.
That's what it is. I was trying to think of that too.
It's Rush, man.
It's Bob and Doug McKenzie. If you're really a northerner, that means you're a Canadian. The Great North, Canada. And Shannon Hall's here. Good morning, Shannon Hall.
Bonjour, Shannon.
Jim Dunn. Hey, I am the Great Spirit. Jim Dunn is the Great Spirit. Oh, you think so, huh? Well, let me tell you something, Jim. If that is your real name, which I doubt. Ambe, come, sit. I've been. Actually, everybody. Here's the Ojibwe phrase. Ambe, Jim. I've been, sit. Nabadabin, sit down. Come, sit down. As if you're just talking to one person. But if you want to talk to the whole BOOZHOO crew, you'd say, Ambe, Oma, come here. Bizan. Wait, this is a different phrase. Let me go back to this first. Ambe Oma. Come on, come here. Abin, sit. Nabadabin, sit down. But if it's a big group you're talking to, you'd be like, hey, everybody. Ashanabeka. A big. I wish I had written that out. Sit. When there's a bunch of people, you sit. Nabada big. Sit down, you people.
Sit down, all yous. Sit down, yous guys.
Sit down, yous guys. All of yous.
All of yous.
Nabada big. And these are just a couple of unoffensive Ojibwe phrases of the day. But, sweetie, why don't you just biz on?
Hey!
Gin Buckwanabis. Be quiet, you're dumb.
Don't talk to me that way. I'm your weenie Mushane.
Bizan. Be quiet. It also kind of means listen. You know. Bizan. Listen. Be quiet. Gin Buckwanabis. Buckwanabisi is to be dumb. But when you say you're dumb, you drop the I and you just say, Gin Buckwanabis. You're dumb. Nin kekandaso. I'm smart. Nin ayan nibwakawin, sweetie. I have wisdom.
Oh, you think so, huh?
Yep. I'm smart. You're dumb. Nin kekandaso. I'm smart, sweetie. Gin bakawano is. You're dumb.
Quit calling me dumb.
This is how not to make friends. Start a sentence with, be quiet.
Yeah, no kidding.
Be quiet, you're dumb. Bizan. Gin Bukwano is. You're dumb. Me? Nin kikandaso. Kikandaso in is like to be educated. Kikandaso in Wigamig is like a college. It's like a smart house, I think we call it. Ninayan. Nibwakawin. I have wisdom. I'm smart. So you guys need to be quiet and listen. What if I just became totally like, mean and like an anti-host. Just a rude live stream host. Yeah. Just get on here. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to my show. I'm so smart. Listen to me. You're dumb. I'm smart. I'm going to teach you something.
I don't think we'd have very many viewers for very long.
Yeah, probably not very long. So these are just some Ojibwe phrases on this Friday morning. We finally made it to Friday.
Thank God it's Friday.
TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Thank Gitchi Manadu it's Friday. TGMIF. Thank Gitchi Manadu it's Friday. I've been waiting all week for Friday.
Really?
Not really. So,
Hey, baby.
yeah.
You want to take a phone call?
Well, sure. I'll take a phone call. What line?
On line 2.
Line 2. Hello, caller. Welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air. Hello, Juicy Smollett.
I know, BOOZHOO. I'm going to call in, and I want to learn the Ojibwe word of the day.
Sweetie, it's Juicy Smollett.
Well, hi, Juicy Smollett. I just asked, can you teach me the Ojibwe word of the day?
Hey, happy Pride Month.
Yeah, thank you, BOOZHOO.
Yeah, and is Juneteenth something?
Yeah, what is Juneteenth? Juneteenth is our celebration. It's all these racists and homophobes want to keep us down. But this month, we're going to have pride. I'm the Black Tupac.
Yeah, you sure are. Say, so you want to learn some Ojibwe?
Well, it's some Ojibwe.
All right. Well, first of all, quit crying.
I'm not crying.
You're obviously crying.
I'm not crying. I fought back.
Yeah, okay. We say, Ambe, come. Ambe.
Ambe.
Yep. And then Abin, sit.
Abin is sit.
Yeah. And then we say, Nabadabin, sit down.
Nabadabin, sit down.
Juicy, Ambe, Nabadabin, come, sit down. I want to talk to you about something.
What do you want to say to me?
Why did you lie about being, attacked on the street?
I never lied. Why would I lie?
Well, you would lie because book one is you're dumb.
No, I'm not dumb. Bizan, you be quiet. I fought back. I want every little gay kid out there to know that I fought back. Because I'm like the gay, Tupac.
Tupac was gay.
No, don't say that. Bizan, you be quiet.
Okay. You're like the gay Tupac then. I think you're more like the gay Pinocchio.
No, you're Pinocchio.
No, like you lied.
No.
Isn't that Pinocchio? Didn't he lie?
Pinocchio wanted to be a real boy.
Don't call me Pinocchio. That stings a little bit. Bazan.
No, you Bizan.
So you're sticking with your story, huh? You didn't lie about a couple of homophobic Nigerian gay bodybuilders who hated your show Boardwalk or whatever it's called.
I think it's called Empire.
Empire? Boardwalk Empire?
I don't even know what it's called.
I've never even seen it.
You never saw my show?
No, I haven't seen your dumb show.
I don't even know if I'm still on it.
You probably got fired off it.
I just got fired.
All right, well, quit crying. And I got to go, okay?
Wait. How do you say goodbye in Ojibwe?
We don't say goodbye. we say, I will see you again. Gigawabamin, Minowa.
Gigawabamin, Minowa, Nanaboozhoo.
You too, Juicy. That poor guy.
I know, he's a mess.
When's he going to go back to jail?
I don't know. Is he out?
I think he's out. Maybe he served his time already. I don't know. Beats me. Dance, magic, Mindy Moya is here. Good morning, Mindy Moya.
Good morning, Mindy Moya.
Good morning, Mindy Moya. And Daniel Slatch. Daniel Lesage Black. Lesage. Bushcode Jibik. Bushcode. And Daniel's middle name means the sage in French.
Is that right?
Yep. If it says la, that means the in French. And le sage would be the sage. So in Ojibwe, we would call him Daniel Bushcode Jibik Muckade.
Bushcode Jibik Muckade.
He's the sage black.
He's the sage black.
Yeah. Bushcode Jibik. Bushcode Jibik.
Nukwejigan. Nukwejigan.
Bushcode Jibik. Bushcode Jibik.
Nukwejigan. Nukwejigan.
Today I would like to discuss the sacred mushkiki medicine. Sage. Bushcode Jibik. Sweetie, what can I say about sage, our most sacred medicine?
Is it the most sacred medicine?
They're all sacred. What do I know? A lot of Anishinaabe already know this, but if you're new to the show, one of the things we do to purify the air, purify ourselves from bad medicine. I wish I have a thing of sage around here somewhere. But we like to burn sage, Bushcode Jibik. And when you're a kid, they'll tell you, oh yeah, it's you burn this because it'll scare away the bad spirits. Bad spirits don't like the smell of sage, but it'll invite in the good spirits. So when you do a ceremony, make sure you burn some sage. And what I think is this interesting about the whole smudging routine ceremony or whatever is that we were just sort of aware that you could get bad energy, we call them spirits, but they weren't necessarily just bad ghosts. Sometimes a place can just get infected with negative vibes. Bad juju.
Bad juju. Like they say in, what's that religion in New Orleans?
Voodoo?
Yeah, like a voodoo thing. It's bad juju.
Bad juju. Like ever walk into a room after your parents have been fighting or something? And you walk in, you're like, what's going on? You can just feel it. Even I think even good times will leave energy in the room. I remember this one weekend, my old band got back together. October. Old band I was in the late 1990s, early 2000s. We only had I think 3 gigs total. October. But we practiced and we really had a lot of fun and we recorded a little bit and stuff. And when we got back together, the last time we had one show at a bar in Duluth. We called it the October World Reunion. They said it would never last. It would never happen. But we got back together for this one-time World Reunion tour. Whatever. Why am I talking about October?
About vibes you leave behind?
Oh, right. So my buddies all got together. They traveled a long ways and they came and they brought their wives and their girlfriends and we all hung out and partied up for about 4 days or so. Just playing music all day and drinking beer and that. And then we had our big show on New Year's Eve. And then they all left the next day. They all left within a couple of hours of each other. Just one by one, they packed up and they're like, hey, it was fun, great times, take some pictures. Drive safe. Okay, you're leaving too? Okay, you too. One by one. And then at the end, I was all alone in the apartment again. But I could feel like their laughter and the music in the room. I didn't want to smudge it. I wanted that happy energy in the room to stay for a while. And it's like that if you ever go back to a place you used to live. You can kind of feel the old ghosts of when you used to live there. But that's why a lot of Anishinaabe people, when they move into a new apartment or a new house, so first thing they do is they smudge down the place. They're like, I got to get rid of the energy, the spirits of the people who used to live here. I can feel their little domestic disputes all over the kitchen here.
Yeah.
So, Bushkode Jibek. And then Nukwejigan. That means to smudge. People get those words mixed up too, huh, sweetie?
Yeah, they do. People will come up to me and they'll be like, hey, do you have any smudge? And I'll be like, oh, I got some sage. You want some sage? But I don't have any smudge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, here, let me give you a bag of smudge. It's like, no, I have some sage here. You can smudge with the sage, but you don't sage with smudge. Bushkode Jibek.
Bushkode Jibek. Nukwejigan. And baby doll, do you want to take another phone call?
Should I pick up the phone?
Line 2.
All right. Line 2. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast. Heil Hitler, NANABOOZHOO. Hey, shut up with that Heil Hitler stuff. I told you about this racist Benjamin Button Indian. It is true. Sweetie, it's that racist baby with the Benjamin Button disease.
Oh, yeah. Hi, racist Benjamin Button disease person.
Hello, Natasha. Bonjour. Yes, it is true. I have the disease known as Benjamin Button disease. For you see, I may look young, but I am quite old. Quite old indeed. Heil Hitler.
Hey, shut up with Heil Hitler. You're going to get me in trouble.
But NANABOOZHOO, I am from another time. I have old-fashioned values.
That's not old-fashioned values. That's just Hitler stuff. That's not cool. You're... Well, I don't know. Does that necessarily mean you're a anti-Semite if you say Heil Hitler? I don't know. I think so.
You see, I serve the Fuhrer.
Shut up. What do you want?
Well, NANABOOZHOO, I was wondering if I could help you teach the Ojibwe words of the day.
Oh, sure. That's right. You're a fluent speaker, aren't you?
Yes, it is true. For although I look like a baby, I am indeed quite old.
Yeah, I know. So today I was teaching them Nano Gisha Good.
Nano Gisha Good. Yes, that is the 5th day. That is what we called Friday.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Since you're old and you can probably remember.
Ask me anything, NANABOOZHOO. I am very old indeed. For you see, I suffer from the disease known...
Yeah, I know. You got Benjamin Button disease. But how come we call Friday the 5th day?
Well, you see, NANABOOZHOO, back in the days of the grandfathers, or as I should say, back when I was a kid, we went to boarding school.
Yeah?
And on boarding school, that is when we decided to start using the days of the week. You see, in Ojibwe Moen, we did not have words for the individual days of the week. So we had to translate. what they taught us in boarding school. Oh, okay. So, like, they said it was Friday, but you had to translate it into fifth day? Indeed. We called it the fifth day because that was the fifth day of school. Okay. That's what I kind of assumed. So, yeah, Friday is the fifth day. And then I was teaching Ombe. Ombe, come. Ombe Oma, come here. Yeah, Ombe Oma. And then Abin, sit. Abin, sit. You see, Nanaboozhoo, I have to sit. Because of my disease, I cannot walk anymore. I am like a baby. I have Benjamin's Buttons disease. I think it's Benjamin Buttons, not Benjamin's Buttons. Yes, I believe you are correct. And then Nabadabin would mean sit down. Nabadabin. Indeed. Sit down and listen to your elder. I will. And then finally we did Bizan. Let's be quiet. Bizan. Be quiet. And Gin Bukwanawiz. Bukwanawizi. Dumb. Gin Bukwanawiz. You indeed are dumb. Yeah, I am dumb. Anyway, so what's it like being a baby but being actually really old in your brain? I have lived for many moons, Nanaboozhoo, and I have seen many things. And now all these memories will be lost, like tears in rain. What? Are you dying? No. I am just quoting Blade Runner. Oh, yeah. Blade Runner. That's a cool scene. Indeed it was. Nanaboozhoo, I must go now. I must say, Gigawabamin, Minowa. Oh, sure. Gigawabamin, Minowa. And to you, Natasha.
Yeah?
Gigawabamin, Minowa, Nijikwe.
Well, Gigawabamin, Minawa, baby Benjamin Button disease guy.
Well, there you go. There's the racist Benjamin Button disease Indian guy.
Yeah, you never know when he's going to call in.
Yeah, that's a weird dude.
I know.
He sure loves Hitler.
I know. I wish he wouldn't say that.
I know. So stupid. Hokahe. Coyote puppet, says Heavy Flow. I think that's how they say it in South Dakota. Coyote.
They don't say coyote?
Yeah. They don't say coyote like we say in northern Minnesota. How come we screw up all the words?
I don't know. I've wrestled with that idea for years.
Yeah. I wrestled with a tiger and a muskrat. But coyote. Coyote. Should we get a coyote puppet?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Coyotes have a funny name in Ojibwe. They call them like the shameful wolf or something. Or the embarrassed wolf. The humble wolf. I forget what they call a coyote.
Don't burp on air.
Sequoia Hummingbird says, last day of school for kids. I can't believe the kids are still in school. I thought they got out on Memorial Day.
No, a lot of kids are graduating today.
Oh, wow. Congratulations, kids. So here's a poem by Alice Cooper. This poem is called School's Out.
Okay.
Well, we got no class.
And we got no principles.
And we got no innocence.
We can't even think of a word that rhymes.
See? See what he did there?
That doesn't rhyme.
Yeah. He came up with a lyric that didn't rhyme. That's good poetry, Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
I heard Alice Cooper is a Christian.
Yeah, he became a Christian years ago.
That's kind of weird.
You think it's weird that Alice Cooper is a Christian?
Well, he's got all that satanic imagery and, but he loves Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, who cares? Not me. Shannon Hall says, Nanaboozhoo, this phone call is weird. Oh, the one with the racist baby? I know. I wish he wouldn't call in. Slip and slide. La, da, 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 da. When the tornado smashed down cedars who were about 1,000 years old, do you think the tree spirits got to business? What do you think, sweetie?
What's that?
When the tornado smashed down those cedar trees, and the cedar trees were like 1,000 years old. Is that right? Are cedar trees 1,000 years old?
I had no idea.
Wow. Heavy Flow says, do you think the tree spirits got to business? I don't know.
I don't know either. What are tree spirits?
Tree spirits are the Atig-Manaduk. They're the spirits of the tree. Trees are living things. They got spirits. Some people say that the drum has a spirit. In the language, there are certain words that are like animate or inanimate. They are alive or they're not. They move around and live. Animate. Like animation, kids, But inanimate are just dead things that sit there, This computer mouse. This is inanimate. There's no soul in this thing. But in the drum, is there a spirit to the drum? Is there a spirit to the radio?
Begin the day with a friendly voice, a companion unobtrusive.
Plays that song that's so elusive, and the magic music makes your morning move. The spirit of the radio. For the words of the prophets were written on the studio wall. So saith Geddy Lee.
Yeah.
But spirits. What are spirits? I mean, we got our own Ojibwe. We got our own souls. There's the Great Spirit. Everything seems to have a spirit, even animals. So why not the tree? They say rocks have spirits.
That's right. They call those spirits, those rocks in the sweat lodges, grandfathers.
Yeah. Old Indian guys will call rocks grandfathers. They'll be like, BOOZHOO Nokomis. Or Mishomis. BOOZHOO Mishomis. Hello, grandfather. And they say there's a spirit in a rock itself. And that's why they call it the spirit of rock and roll.
Do they call it that?
I don't know. When you're weary and feeling small. When you're weary and feeling small, Michael? Yeah? When tears are in your eyes, I'll dry them off. Oh, thanks, man. I'm on your side. When times get rough
and friends just can't be found,
like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down, but eventually kick you out of the band, Garfunkel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they sing all lovey-dovey, but when push comes to shove, Simon's going to kick Garfunkel to the curb. And he's going to go on his own. There's loyalty in Simon and Garfunkel for you. Oh, hello, darkness, my old friend. What am I talking about?
I don't know.
You want to get up here?
Okay.
I'm going to let Natasha get up here. But first, here's us goofing around with the Rockstar Cartoonist. Miigwech Bizendawi, thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Here's a song by Bruce Springsteen. It's Dancing in the Dark. Wow, is that out of tune? No, let's not do that song.
Springsteen.
Let's try this again. Sound okay? Good. Thanks. Today was gonna be the day, but they'll never throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you got to do. And I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart went out. I know you heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. And I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. All the roads that led the way were winding. All the lights that led the way were blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. So maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me, And after all, you're my wonder-wall.
Oh, wow.
It's about
So maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonder-wall. Na 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 na. Boozhoo! Boozhoo! Gakina awiya. Hello, everybody. Boozhoo! Dij Anishinaabe Doog. Hello, my fellow Anishinaabe. What else? Just wanted to step outside. See what the weather looks like. It's gonna rain. Give me one. It's going to rain. In the future will rain. Give me one. But like my grandma always said, well, we need it. Whether we need it or not, we need it. We need water. You're my wonder-wall. So maybe I'm gonna be the one that saves me. My hat's falling off. La 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 la. So maybe I suppose I should say a little prayer since I'm out here. God is great. God is good. Let me thank him for the food. By his hand we are fed. Let me thank him for this bread. That's the grace prayer I used to say when I was a little girl. I'm old school that way. When I was a little girl, before we ate, we'd have to say a prayer. And we'd say, grace is what they called it, grace. God is great. God is good. Let us thank him for this food. It's kind of a strained rhyme, good and food. Yeah, they both have two O's, but they don't really rhyme. God is great. God is good. Let us thank him for this food. By his hand we are fed. Let him thank us for this bread. Bakwajigan. Thank you for this bread. I don't know. So maybe. Anyway. Get you, Manadu. Daka otapanani wi asema. Please accept my tobacco. I know you're great and good. And thank you for the food and all that. But miigwech kaiji bamadazian. Thank you for my life. Miigwech kaiji. Wisani. Thank you for food. Miigwech kakina gaiji kakina geku. Gaiji chikean nungum. Thank you for everything that you do today. Miigwech gaiji wepak. Thank you for the weather, even if it rains. I don't mind. I don't care. I wasn't going to go to the beach today anyway. Oh no, they're going to call the game because of rain. So maybe. Get you, Manadu. Thank you for taking care of us. Thank you for getting us through the winter. The baboon. Thank you for carrying us, Thank you for sending, paying the bills. Whether it was from the super chats or book sales or the radio show or all the different ways they use you provide for us. Miigwech. Miigwech for the memories. Miigwech gaiji gake niwi gashkendo moen. Thank you for healing my grief. I mean, as much as grief ever gets healed, but I can laugh and joke about the things I've lost, and there were times, there were moments where I didn't know if I'd ever be happy again. Maybe you guys have felt like that once in a while. Where he just goes, is this it? Did I just hit rock bottom and I'm here to stay? 'Cause you hit rock bottom and you're there to stay. But somehow you showed me the way out of the abyss. You helped me up, dusted me off. Things are much better than they've ever been. So miigwech. Miigwech bizandawi getchi Manadu. Thank you for listening, Great Spirit. Apenge. Amen. Do 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 la di da di. Hoka hey. And I'm on my way. I learned something today. They were showing clips of presidents being musical and stuff like that. And Joe Biden can't do anything, but they showed Obama singing and then Bill Clinton playing the saxophone. But then they showed of all people, Richard Nixon. Kids, you're not going to remember this, but Richard Nixon was a president back when they were faking the moon landings. And he got kicked out of being president. He had to quit. He jumped on a helicopter and flew away. He was like, I'm not a crook. It's like, well, you didn't steal anything, but you're a liar. But I don't know why he had to quit being president. But in any case, he could play piano beautifully. They had him on like some TV show, and there's the president of the United States, old wrinkled up square. You'd think had no soul at all. Richard Nixon. He's playing beautiful classical music on the piano, and I was like, what? Richard Nixon could play the piano. I don't know. I like assume stuff about people's personalities. If they can play the piano, it's like, wow, you spent a lot of time, at least when you're a kid or something, you know. Being a musician isn't like riding a bike. You don't just learn how to do it and then you can do it. You have to master it and keep getting better and better. And if you're really good, that meant you played for a long time. Richard Nixon could play really well. I was like, why did you waste your life being president when you could have just been playing the piano? I'll never understand people. But I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm just a little girl. But I never had like occupational goals. So much as just goals of doing stuff and being stuff. And I wanted to play the guitar. And I wanted to sing. And I wanted to draw. And I wanted to play. And I wanted to ride my bike. And I wanted to do stuff. But I never wanted to be the president. I remember even when I was little, they always told all the kids in school, and this is back in the 70s, boys or girls, they said, even in the 70s, they said, anybody can be president, even you girls. Yeah, we've never had one so far, but, you know, just wait and see. Kamala Harris is going to be coming around the bend. You know, whatever. But they told us anybody could be president. And I remember even being a little girl and going, who would want to be president? How stupid. What, do you have to wear one of those lame suits and a tie? I'm not going to wear a suit and a tie. I don't want to be president. I want to play the piano. You know. And, you know, Richard Nixon got to do both. But he didn't care about being a piano player. Just like Hitler being a painter. It's like, why would you go do this other thing, when you can be a painter? The Creator's given you a gift. Don't waste it on being a powerful leader. But I don't know. Oh, it's just pretty out here. Looking for Bigfoot. I'm squatching. I'm looking for a Sasquatch. Sup, bae? We haven't talked about Sub Bay in a while. I went out to a burger joint, Culver's, I think they call it, here in Bemidji after church a few weeks ago. And it was me and my uncle, or my great uncle, and my cousin and his kids. He had there was like 4 little guys there with us. And the first thing I said was, who here believes in Bigfoot? And all the little guys' hands went up in the air. I believe in Bigfoot. I'm like, all right, welcome to the club. And then I just told them straight, just outright. I think one of them was only like 5 years old. I went, yeah, well, you know, Santa Claus is fake, right? That's not real. I don't care if this does upset you or what your parents told you. Santa Claus is fake, but Bigfoot, I can't prove it, but I think he's real. There's a lot of people, there are hundreds, thousands probably, of eyewitness testimony from every walk of life, not just the ones that you see on TV. The news will only show you some redneck from a trailer park who saw Bigfoot, you know. They're never going to show the many reports from police, military officials, DNR guys, hunters, you know, reasonable adults who've all had similar experiences of seeing a tall, furry man. They always call it a man. They don't think of it as an animal. But Bigfoot, essentially Sasquatch. And every language, especially Indian languages, all have a word for him. And Ojibways went so far to even use Bigfoot to symbolize one of the 7 grandfather teachings of honesty. The Sabe represents honesty. The turtle represents truth. The, I don't know what the other ones are. Eagle represents love. But honesty, we'll use Bigfoot. Sabe. But it's one of those things where you get the impression that somebody in charge is trying to keep us from talking about it. They don't like people, they don't want us to believe in Bigfoot. They do want us to believe in aliens, but to believe in Bigfoot is to be mocked. And if they ever make a Bigfoot movie, it's just a comedy. Oh, Harry and the Hendersons. That's just a dumb thing and nobody, you know. And yet, I went to Bina last weekend, and there on the wall of the cafe were the clay, whatever, imprints of big old Bigfoot feet. And the newspaper articles about when some local found the prints and called the authorities and said, hey, look, looks like we got a Bigfoot walking through the woods out here. Again. They've been talking about Bigfoot out in the woods for as long as they've been talking about seeing moose. I've only seen moose in real life twice. Once was just briefly way off in a field, and when was the other one? On the side of the road. Just briefly. You hardly ever see moose, but nobody denies the existence of moose. Well, I guess because they found carcasses, but I guess, who knows? I've never seen a moose carcass. I have eaten moose meat. But maybe if they made Bigfoot burgers, people would start believing in Bigfoot. Nah. Oh, well, I should go back. See what NanaBOOZHOO's up to.
Okay, BOOZHOO.
Hi, sweetie.
You ready to come home?
Yeah.
All right, hang on. I'm going to scan for your coordinates, and then I'm going to, teleport you.
Okay.
All right, I'm locking in.
All right.
1 to teleport.
Make it so, number 1. Ta-da!
Hey, welcome back.
Thank you.
How was it out there?
It looks like it's going to rain.
Oh, you know what? They were talking like it was going to rain today, on and off.
Yep. But we need it.
Yeah, right.
Hey, everybody. Everyone eating their fur tips. High vitamin C. Don't forget to eat your fur tip.
What's a fur tip?
The tip of a fur.
Really?
I don't know. What's a fur tip, Sequoia? Lottie. Oh, no. We got the nasty messages again. Little people are real, too. Yeah. What about those little people? We should do a show on that.
Should I do some research on the little people?
Yeah, and they're little canoes that just, they don't even have to paddle. They just move around the water. Yeah, little people, essentially they're like our version of leprechauns or elves or something.
Yeah, there's all kinds of woodland creatures that they say don't exist.
Yeah, Bigfoot, the little people, I forget what they're called. Leprechauns, nymphs. Who knows?
I don't know.
I don't know. So what did we learn today, sweetie?
I think we learned to sit down and shut up.
Yeah. Ambe, come. Abin, sit. Come, sit. Sit by the ishkode. Sit by the fire. Nubadubin, sit down. And shut up. Bazan. Be quiet. Geen Buckwanabis, you're dumb. Be quiet, you're dumb. I don't want to listen to your dumb ideas. Dummy. Ningekendasso. I'm smart. Oh, I'm so smart, sweetie.
Yeah, you are.
Ninayan, Nibwakawin. I have wisdom. Nibwakawin. I got Natasha's Nibwakawin. Natasha's moment of wisdom. Yeah. Ningekendasso. I'm smart. Oh, I'm so smart. Socrates said the first act of true Nibwakawin, true wisdom, is to admit you're ignorant.
Is that right?
Yep. But then once you admit you're wise, then you become dumb again. And it's a vicious circle.
Is that how that works?
I don't know. Nin Buckwanas, I'm dumb. But la 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 la, do 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 do, a love that was so strong. I've been walking in the rain by the cartoon rock star guy. What do you think, Michael?
You want to talk about a book?
Should I try to sell one of your books?
Yeah, why don't you hawk a book and let's call it a show.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lyons has a book for sale called which one? I don't want to do Grief Relief. That's too depressing.
How about Unmixed Blood?
Unmixed Blood. Unmixed Blood. Unmixed blood is a term in Indian country to refer to a person who has some Native American ancestry and something else. We call them mixed bloods, or he's a mixed blood, or a half breed, a thin blood, whatever. You know, he's not a FBI. He's not a full-blooded Indian. But unmixed blood is by a little girl who's part elf and part vampire. And it's a book. What age group do you think would like this?
The language isn't dumbed down at all. It's adult language, but it's kid theme. So, 7th grader.
Okay. Smart 7th grader?
Smart 7th grader.
It's a story. It's kind of a allegory? Illusion? What's the word?
I don't know.
It's an allegory, I think is the term, for the Native American boarding school experience. Unmixed blood gets sent to boarding school because she doesn't know how to behave like a proper vampire. And she's also doesn't know where she belongs because she's only half vampire. And she's half elf. And she wants to know her traditional elf ways, but she's got pressure to become a full-blooded vampire. And she runs away from boarding school, and Santa Claus goes around rounding up runaway boarding school kids and bring them back to the school. Or, If they're really bad, he takes them to the North Pole, where they have to make toys for kids on Christmas. All the elves hate and fear Santa Claus, as they would if Santa Claus was real. Anyway, Onyx Blood is available at Amazon.com. Click the link in the description below, and along with other books by Michael Lyons. Good enough?
That was very good. Thank you.
You're very welcome. You want to add anything, sweetie?
Nah.
Should we land the plane?
Let's land the plane.
Hey, everybody. Just want to say thank you for listening. Miigwech Bizendawi egg. And thank you for watching. Dash Miigwech Ganawabi egg. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. The podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This over here. This is not a BOOZHOO.
Okay, miigwech.
And this over here.
Right over here.
This is Michael Lyons, the rock star cartoonist.
Thanks so much, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
And I am Natasha. And I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Minawa. Sweetie pie.
When to teleport.
See you tomorrow. Make it so, number 1.